Okay, so I said we were going to go over our assignment, and we are, but there are a few more important things that I need you to know. So let me share my screen with you. This is all about the application. So, and this is why we should care, is because our employers, our future employers, sometimes look at our social media to get an idea of who we are, because we all create our personal brands. And you, as an emerging workforce person going into whatever field you're going into, should consider that as you get to that point. Importantly, more than half of employers have found content on social media that caused them not to hire a candidate, according to a Career Builder survey. 7 in 10 employers, which is 70%, use social networking sites to research job candidates during the hiring process. And nearly half of employers, 48%, check up on current employees on social media. Woof, right? That's scary sometimes. A third of employers, 34%, have reprimanded or fired an employee based on content found online. Wild. So whenever we think about our jobs that we want, it's important to not just think about that as you start to get hired or start to interview, but also while you're employed there. There are some interesting case studies of this too. The one that comes to mind that is like outdated, but it's just, it'll never leave my brain, is the one where Domino's employees like messed with some food on and then put it on their social media and caused this crazy PR problem for Domino's as an organization. I'm sure there are others, but that's the one that's coming up right now. But a significant share of profiles contain details that companies may be legally prohibited from considering, including gender, race, and ethnicity, disabilities, pregnancy status, sexual orientation, political views, and religious affiliation. So those are things that employers are not allowed to consider. It's illegal for them to consider those things when they're employing you, but your social media gives them access to that information without them directly having to ask you. Not that they're going to your social media profile to see like, oh, is she pregnant? Or, oh, is this the person who like fits the stereotype of who has this job, or prototype of who has this job. They might not be going for that. They might be going to just feel like, see if they feel like they can have a genuine connection with you, but they're getting all of these external all of this external information beyond what's relevant to the job hire. So many of these job seekers profiles also included information of potential concern to prospective employers. 51% of them contained profanity. 11% gave indications of gambling. Interesting. 26% showed or referenced alcohol consumption. That's a common one, especially for well, I'm not going to put age on it. For younger to middle adults, and 7% reference drug use. And it's important to consider these things too, because as we know, in some states certain things are legal, in some states certain things are not. This can also get into a political landscape, which can be really messy. If you're interviewing in a job in a different state, is your behavior going to decrease the chances of you getting that job? All right, let's talk about the LinkedIn profile. For your LinkedIn profile, your personal branding assignment, this is assignment number 1. For your profile picture, you need to avoid inappropriate attire, which is broad and vague, but you want to look professional. You want to make sure that it is a recent photo of you, not one from 10 years ago. And you want to make sure it's of good quality too. For your headline, this is not just your job title. This needs to be something personal about you that it allows your future employer to immediately have a personal connection with who you are. For example, creative and passionate go-getter that helps brands think outside the box. Then your about section is a brief summary about who you are. There's a link for reference if you'd like to check that out, which I highly recommend before you do your LinkedIn profile. Here's an example about example. I'm currently a junior at University of Southern California, majoring in pharmacology and drug development with a minor in chemistry. I'm working under this person and studying this thing and its potential as a treatment for alcohol use disorder. In my spare time, I play music, cook, read, rock climb, da 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 da. So it's like, here I am, a professional person. Here I am, a person too, right? Here's a personality characteristic that you might not know from my job title. You need to make sure that you put all of this information in your education and experience. So your major, your minor, your concentration, your courses, summer programs, honors, awards, anything that you can make yourself stand out from others in this job search, right? And then your experience, make sure you put all of that information on there as well. Here's an example. You have this to refer back to. And as far as uploading an assignment, excuse me, let me go back a little bit. This is what you'll need to do for your assignment. Number one, upload your profile picture, set a background picture, a nice headline explaining who you are, an about section, your education, your experience, and then claim your own link, list your relevant skills or certificates, and follow relevant influencers for your industry. So you want to build your network too. While you're at it, go to LinkedIn. You can add me. My LinkedIn profile, I know I'm teaching this class. It's not great. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So practice as I say, not as I do. Thank you. Sorry. I'll work on that too. Maybe I'll do this assignment with you. That's what I'll do. Importantly, you need to make sure that your profile is public so that it is accessible by me. If you don't want to make your profile public, please make sure that you are connected with me. Otherwise, I will not be able to see you on LinkedIn. Therefore, I will not be able to grade you for this assignment. Okay, that was a lot of information. Here's another video. You can work with this on your own. These slides are uploaded to eCampus. And that's it for this section. I hope you have fun doing this assignment. I hope it benefits you. And please reach out with any questions via email.